Hi Pisces, this is going to be a tarot reading for you for February 2021. I'll touch on some astrology in this video too and use some oracle cards, but let's mainly focus on what we need to know for Pisces, any guidance for Pisces using these tarot cards. Okay, let's start with pulling some cards for the very recent past for you Pisces. So we've got the Eight of Wands. The Nine of Cups, Jupiter in Pisces. The Nine of Swords. All right, let's keep going. Let's pull some cards for the present, and then we will dive right into these cards and pull more for clarification. Okay, so like things have been moving. There could be travel that's been indicated here. Something that you've been really looking forward to, but there's like a sense of guilt about what you're doing. We'll clear these up and we'll read further into these. Now let's grab some cards for the present energies surrounding Pisces right now for February 2021. You want to move, you want to do things, I feel like in the recent past, but you felt bad about it. Justice card. For the present, Three of Wands, more travel indication here. Temperance in reverse. Okay, let's finally wrap this up with the tarot cards for now, with some cards for the immediate future. End of February, going into March, going into Pisces season. What are the themes that Pisces may expect toward the end of February, going into March? Nine of Wands, so a lot of nine energy in this reading. Two of Cups, the Father of Swords. Okay, we're gonna ground the reading with a message from the Kuan Yin Oracle for one more piece of guidance for Pisces for February 2021. And then we will delve into those tarot cards. So, Shining Lotus. Let's read about Shining Lotus. Here we go. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge by another. At times we benefit ourselves and others by taking a risk and allowing the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. There might be something, Pisces, that you're kind of hiding at the moment, that you're not really, I feel like there's a sort of sense of being misunderstood. So in the past, we've got, I feel like just with this card, it's telling me that there's something that you want to announce almost, but you're shying away and you're hiding away maybe from being your truest self. It could be because you anticipate some sort of adversary or challenge from another. So in the past position we have got, and let's take this back about a month's time. So we've got the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups. You have been really inspired to move. You've been inspired to go elsewhere. You've maybe have traveled recently. I see this Jupiter in Pisces and Mercury in Sagittarius. Both of these signs, Pisces and Sag, are ruled by Jupiter. And that's the planet most associated with foreign cultures and travel and aeroplanes even. So I do see Eight of Wands being about movement and direction and fast travel. So there's somewhere you want to go, there's places you want to be at the moment, but something is like telling you no, you can't do this. It's like a fear of judgment, it's like a fear of guilt or anxiety, or like you've too many commitments and that you can't give it up. You've been contemplating, Pisces. The nines in tarot are about contemplation and reflection. It's like we're gearing up to take another step in our life and kind of gearing up to finish something, but you're just kind of taking stock so far. you're taking stock of your own happiness, but at the same time you feel guilty about doing what you're doing. You feel like you have to hide it. Nine of Swords is about this like mental trap of anxiety and triggers and guilt and just feeling really terrible, really mentally. The Nine of Cups is saying though that this you are happy, you have been happy doing something personally on a personal level, but that people around you, you fear their judgment and you fear their reaction. Coming up presently, Justice card and the Three of Wands. So definitely the indication for travel is here, and it's kind of telling me that it's been you're like been long awaiting this. Justice is about getting what you deserve, getting what's fair. Pisces, you've made a decision, I think, or you are making a decision currently about going elsewhere, about relocating, about traveling, and about expanding your network. You are feeling like you want to do more. You're feeling like you're ready to take your next step, so to speak. Sagittarius card, Temperance in reverse. So I'm really getting this feeling of you wanting to expand, like Jupiter is the planet of expansion and optimism. So there's this sense of like, on one hand, Pisces, you feel so optimistic about what lies ahead of you, but then there's this lingering Nine of Swords, like feeling of guilt and feeling like you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, nerves, anxious mind, like difficulty sleeping over it, losing sleeping over something. There's like this push-pull I feel in this reading at the moment, whereas like you want to move, you want to grow, you want to go places, you want to see people and network, but at the same time there's like something that's like really heavy on your mind. It's telling you that you can't do this. Somebody might be telling you that you can't do this. So Temperance in reverse, what you're aiming towards evolving spiritually, and I think that's kind of what like Shining Lotus is talking about as well. This is about you know, allowing the inner lotus blossom, and in like symbolically a lotus blossom is about spiritual evolution. It's, think of a lotus plant in a kind of murky, it can even come from the most beautiful flower, can come from the darkest and murkiest of places. This says you have to allow your inner lotus blossom of your true self to shine forth for all to behold. So I feel like there's somebody by your side. Temperance talks about really intimate interpersonal relationships. There's somebody by your side that is there for you to talk to, and they're going to be very understanding of you. You're holding back by talking to this person about how you really feel. I get this sense that Pisces, you feel totally like misunderstood, maybe slightly alone in the world. You're making a decision to, you're kind of, I think at the moment, Pisces, are you bracing yourself to talk to somebody about something? Pisces rising, we have a 5-planet lineup in the sign of Aquarius, and that is going to be in, this is fixed, I have fixed air here with Aquarius. We have got a 5-planet lineup in the sign of Aquarius in the month of February. Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun are in Aquarius. For Pisces rising, that is in your 12th house of typically mental health. So I feel for that reason, it might be a really important month in February for the Pisces out there to really be mindful of their mental health, as there may be more focus directed towards that with this 5-planet plus stellium there in the 12th house, Aquarius for Pisces rising. But in other than that, I do get the sense like there is somebody that you're very intimate in with your life. 2 of Cups and Temperance in reverse. You just feel like you're holding back from talking to them properly. You feel like you're holding back from telling them the full truth or what's fully on your mind. Okay, the Temperance card is saying, talking to me like this Shining Lotus, like, are you willing to shine right now? Are you ready to break through to the next level? There is like, you're coming up towards the end of something in a cycle in your life, and this is kind of just telling me that there is some sort of a block or a fear around you spiritually evolving and ascending, and even there might be like a fear of intimacy at the moment, or just like a disconnect with the people in your life that usually you do feel very intimate and close with. So coming up in the future, if you are at the moment romantically involved with another Pisces, it kind of looks like you may have you may have already felt like you've been through a lot of hurdles with this person. It looks like there is a sense of you in your relationship with another right now, Pisces, like, okay, we've come very, very far together. We've kind of, you've been tested and challenged. Maybe, Pisces, it is the person that you are romantically involved with, Two of Cups, that does put up these questions for you, or does challenge you to think another way. But there could be kind of a disconnect between you and that person at the moment. Maybe you feel like they're being kind of cold at the moment towards you, not understanding. I get a sense that there is like a level of loneliness and disconnect from others, and that you really want to go towards one thing and expand and grow, and the other person or people in your life, it's like society, even it's rules and regulations even, and it's like, no, there's some you're guilt tripped over it. Let's pull some more cards from this deck, and I'm going to show you these cards now coming out, Pisces, so you can have a look. So let's keep going, and let's pull some cards now to clarify this first row. 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Maybe you went somewhere and spoke to people or traveled, and now you're getting like the guilt trip over it, or you're like sort of feeling like people aren't happy with you, and you're beating yourself up over things at the moment. You're really worried about people's perception of you at the moment, Pisces, or how people are judging you. Let's clear up this past row. I get the sense, Pisces, that you got what you wanted recently in the past, what you've been wishing for a long time. You've got it. Went into action, but now you ended up feeling really like less than 100% good about getting what you wanted in the end. 2 of Pentacles. We have more Jupiter energy here with Jupiter in Capricorn. And the Father of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign that you're dealing with, or else the person that you could live with this person. They could be somebody in your company at work. You just feel like they're judging you at the moment, your behavior and your actions. I think that you wanted something for a long time. You wanted to go somewhere, or you just wanted to satisfy a desire of yours, something that you thought would make you really happy. You took action and you went for it. Maybe things happened quicker than you expected. And you were met with some sort of a feeling of, I shouldn't have done that. Now everybody hates me. Now everybody's talking about me. All this kind of an energy of the 9 of Swords. What I will say about the 9 of Swords is sometimes these swords and triggers are just in our mind. They may not be manifest into reality, but at the same time, it's still really heavy for you mentally, and you're really feeling that. This two of Pentacles and Father of Pentacles is just telling me that you made a decision, and you went for a decision in the past to make yourself happy, and that you did it because it's been something you had wanted for a long time. And I think that there was some sort of I'm not going to say like father figure energy, but more of a kind of like disapproving, authoritative, could have been a boss, could have been somebody that you're with romantically, or could have been like literally a father, grandfather figure, somebody that was like made you feel disappointed in yourself by the decisions that you've recently made. Okay, let's keep going, and let's clear up this middle row. Justice, 3 of Wands, and Temperance. Travel is very much indicated at the moment to foreign countries and places abroad. Could be travel for work at the moment, like necessary work for you to travel. And you were just weighing up a decision because that was coming, the choice to go somewhere else was really weighing heavily on you. Let's clear up this middle row right now for Pisces. Very possible that you're dealing with a Sagittarius presently. Pisces, that you're just feeling some sort of a disconnect or judgment from. You don't understand them, they don't understand you. the Mother of Swords, Five of Cups. You feel like you disappointed this person. You feel like you couldn't be 100% honest with this person. You feel like you couldn't share your truth with this person because they're not understanding you, and it's kind of only adding to your sense of loneliness and regret because, of course, you had so much emotionally invested. Oh, I'm sorry about those sirens, guys. I'm recording from New York. It's kind of noisy on my street. Okay, they're gone. So yeah, there was something like you shared your truth with another and you were disappointed in their reaction or their response to it, or just their level of like completely not understanding you. There was something maybe you even had to like kind of pare it back, not reveal all of the truth, because you kind of got a glimpse into, oh gosh, if they didn't like that I said that, then I better not tell them the other thing, the main thing. Okay, so it's kind of getting a sense of hiding something, which is just adding to your feeling of loneliness, I think. You could be dealing with the Libra at the moment, Pisces, and the decision there was like a big decision way up about something to do with the Libra. If not, it was like a decision that you made in the past. You can now see the effects of that playing out for you currently. I feel like you almost think it's like this energy of the decision that you made in the past. You're really feeling like you're feeling guilt over it because insofar as other people's expectations or other people's judgment on you about the decisions that you've been making. And it's disappointing to you because you really thought you could talk to this person. You really thought you had a very intimate relationship and you could really tell them the truth and just kind of be open with them and transparent. But you were disappointed to see that their reaction really wasn't what you expected. All right. Let's keep going and let's clear up this final row of the past energies. 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and the Father of Swords. I do have this couple energy here, Mother of Swords, Father of Swords. I feel it could be the same energy, really, like that this person that you're with, if it's a couple or a work wife, work husband relationship, or just like a close business partnership or romantic relationship, I get the sense that they didn't hold back in telling you how they really felt about what you were doing and the choices that you're making. You thought this was going to be great. It was kind of what you wanted. So whether or not that is a good or bad thing, you wanted it, so you went for it. And now you're just kind of not suffering the consequences, but the consequences of your decision that you made are now unfolding in front of you, and they just maybe aren't to everybody's liking. Or maybe you just expected a better reaction than you got, Pisces. Let's clear up this row for coming into the future. 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Father of Swords, late February into March for Pisces. The Daughter of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. Okay, your ruling planet, Pisces. All right, so what's going to happen here now is you are going to be awarded a fresh start with this person, and things are going to turn around. If you are upset about the reaction of another and you feel like this is just another like kind of hurdle in your path with this person, they kind of maybe they might be starting to come around now. You might notice a change in the tone and a change in pace towards the end of the month. You're kind of feeling like you're much more on the same page with this person. You can kind of chalk up this past energy of disagreement and disconnect, and just you felt like misunderstood and lonely. You can kind of chalk it up to, hey, another thing that we've crossed and overcame together, another kind of step we've climbed into like this moon energy of like a more of a understanding and, you know, more, you know, like the kind of clearing up of the past, and it kind of in a way is going to make you stronger. So they had their opinions, or these people had their opinions of you, or this person had their strong opinions that they didn't hold back in sharing with you. But I do think that you are going to come to terms, you're going to have a much greater level of understanding of each other and the choices that you're making and each other's motivations towards the end of the month. There is going to be a very positive Wheel of Fortune, very opportune opportune possibility for a complete fresh start with this person. Daughter of Pentacles is a brand new day. It is it's moving forward in the world with a fresh start, with nothing lingering over you, certainly without this guilt hanging over you, none of that anymore. And you're kind of ready to maybe you're going to actually feel ready to take another adventure. I really see like travel is absolutely huge in this spread, because I have Mercury, I've got 8 of Wands, and I've got 3 of Wands, 2 huge indications for traveling in the tarot. And then Jupiter, I have Jupiter ruling the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter rules Temperance, Sagittarius also, and Jupiter in Pisces or Jupiter in Capricorn. It's all over the place. So you want to expand, you want to go places, you want to grow, but there's somebody, and you know what? This doesn't have to be a person that I think it is someone you're intimate with, but it doesn't have to be. It's the law. It's the rule of the law. It's like there's no kind of negotiating with these sword cards. It's facts. It is what it is. Black and white. There's really no wiggle room in between. So there might just be like really, of course, very typical at the moment, a lot of restrictions and a lot of like pushback for what you want to do, and it's really conflicting for you, because you're brimming with what you want to do and what's going to make you happy, and it's kind of all there for the taking, but there's something massive stopping you, and that's really frustrating for you, because you are really expanding, but at the same time there's so many contractions around you coming from different people's opinions, disappointing others, disappointing family, like I feel like disapproval. You're really afraid of this disapproval at the moment instead of just going for it, Pisces. Let's finish off this reading with one more oracle card, and we will close this off with a message, because I'm getting the sense that, Pisces, you kind of need a little bit of a hug. I'm kind of getting like a sad feeling. So let's finish off this reading with a message for you, Pisces, from your highest and most compassionate self. What would they like to deliver to Pisces right now? We have Sound the Fierce Flute. Okay, well that's kind of sounds a bit more energetic to me, Pisces, a bit more powerful. So that's going to be number 29, Sound the Fierce Flute. Okay. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your spiritual intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values and spiritual destiny without getting caught up in distraction. You wish to grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, then discerning between higher and lower vibrational choices is helpful. So so there's a massive feeling here of making choices. The 2s in tarot do indicate coming up, making decisions, making choices. And this is kind of telling me, like, with the 2 of Pentacles, you're really like thinking like, you're thinking long and hard about your choices. And there is like this feeling of afraid of being judged by the choices that you're making. This said something about cutting, so it said cutting, like a fierce sounding flute, cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent. Your discernment allows you to stay true to your values and spiritual destiny. I feel like that is what's happening. I have all this like sword imagery here with the Mother of Swords, Father of Swords, and Justice. Like, think of this as the decisions that you're making. Which one of these choices, black or white? And then we have 2 swords here. So you have made a choice, and you're kind of just feeling like, well, maybe people don't like what I'm doing. Maybe people are disappointed, but it kind of is aligning with your values. Your values are that despite everything that's going on in your personal life and in the world around you, you know that life is for living, and you still want to adventure out into the world. You still want to be happy and make life worth living for you, you're feeling. So I think that's really what's kind of coming up for me at the moment, Pisces. You know what? Don't be so afraid of judgment, I would think. I'm trying to continue to make decisions that are in alignment to your values and what is going to make you happy in the long run, Pisces, or even in the short term. You know what I mean? It looks like you just are keen to have a good time at the moment, and you do just really need that extra bit of happiness and enjoyment in your life right now. Okay, Pisces, that is going to be your reading for February 2021. General reading won't apply to everybody. Take what resonated with you and leave the rest, okay? And I will be back in a week's time with a love and relationship reading for Pisces, seeing what's going on in their love life. Coupled up Pisces and single Pisces, there will be a message for you both. Take care. Good luck this month, Pisces.